Hello guys, today we are going to talk about default constructor, copy constructor and assignment operator. So what are these, how they are provided by compiler, how we can override them, and few of the details I'll just cover up. So basically there are 6 trivial functions which are implicitly provided by the compiler, G++ compiler. We can override them, but if we do not override them, that is, override means we can provide our own definition, but if we do not override them, then compiler provides them by default. So first is the default constructor, second is copy constructor, third is copy assignment operator, then we have a move constructor, C++11 introduced it, then we have move assignment operator, and then we have destructor. So last 3 we are not going to cover in this video because it will make it bit longer. So we are going to cover the first 3, that is default constructor, copy constructor and copy assignment operator. So what is default constructor? Compiler provides the default so basically, first of all, what is constructor? Constructor is the same named function as of class. So as we can see here, we have a class A, then so this is a default case. I'll just take this one. So we have a class named A. So if there is a same named function as of class, then we say it is a constructor, and based on the different number of arguments this constructor can take, we can categorize it as a default constructor or maybe a copy constructor. Copy constructor takes and in front of the variable, that is, it takes the address or reference of a variable and so on. So we'll just look at those. So what is default constructor? Default constructor, this compiler provides the default constructor if no user has created a constructor in the declared class. This is only one condition. But compiler does not provide the default constructor if user has any defined constructor in the class. It can be default constructor or copy constructor, it can be any. There is a member of class that is not default constructible, that may be a pointer or a reference. And in C++11 C++11 introduced a delete keyword. It means this function is deleted. If we provide this declaration in the class, that is, class constructor is equal to delete, that means the default constructor is deleted. So let me just go through the example. So first, this example shows that how the compiler provides a default constructor. So if we can see, we have a class A in which a variable int a equal to 1 is defined, private variable. We have a display function disp which just displays a. So here we have not declared any constructor in the class. So now we are using the compiler provided default constructor. So how it works, we have created an object obj1 for class A. We are just calling display, so it will display 1. Then we are calling obj2 and obj2, yes, so we are calling obj2 here, and the default constructor of the class just assigns the value of a equal to 1 here. So basically we are not providing any constructor, just default constructor is assigning the value of variable here. So in this case, if we just compile the program, the program name is 6 trivial functions provided, and if we go through it, we'll have 1 because the compiler has assigned the value of a equal to 1 to the object 1 variable, and it's displayed here, and again it's displayed here as it is. So now this is the case of the compiler provided default constructor. I'll just comment it, and then I'll move to the user defined default constructor. So in user defined default constructor, if we have this, then compiler will not provide its trivial or implicit constructor. We have just defined it here. So now in this case, if we just override the value, maybe something as int b, and then we provide the value of b here, so, and then we have to provide the value 2 and 2, let's suppose, and then in this case let me just use this display function, will have the value of obj1, and this operator will point to obj2. So now in this case, if we just compile it and run it, it will be 4040, because we are using user defined assignment operator, user created assignment operator, to just assign the value of already constructed objects into each other. So that's all what I have for this video, guys. Thanks a lot. So shortly I'll be making a video on move constructor, move assignment operator, and destructor, and then we'll move on to further concepts in C++. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Bye.